Hello everyone, it's Tiffany Manger here again, and today I'd like to show you this adorable little mini treat holder. I got this at a swap a couple years ago, one of my first big outside of state events, and I just thought it was so adorable. This isn't my original one, I had to take it and tear it apart to figure out how to make it. I just had to make these, and this is one of my popular little items that I end up making for a lot of people. I've gotten a couple of orders to make these things. And like I said, very tiny. As you can see, it fits in the palm of my hand here. And it fits 3 Hershey Kisses. And again, you can make 4 of them out of a 1 sheet of cardstock. So awesome if you got to make a whole bunch of treat holders for an event or something, or an order. And also they're extremely simple to make, so I'm gonna put that aside. What you need is a piece of cardstock at 5.5 by 3 3/4. So then we're gonna take our score tool, and I've learned a trick, if I can get some out here. If you take some wax paper across your piece of cardstock, it helps glide the styling tool so then it doesn't bounce out. So we're going to do vertical ways. On the 3 3/4 side, we are going to score at 1 inch, and then at 2 3/4. Alright, and then we're going to flip it to the horizontal 5.5 inch side. And what we're going to do first is we're going to score at 1 1/8, 2 1/4, 3 1/4, excuse me, and then 4 3/8. And then what we're going to do is we're going to score at 1/4, but only go down to this horizontal score here. And then we're going to do the same at 5 1/4. And you're going to do a 180 turn and repeat that process on this side to down to this score. So 1/4 and 5 1/4. Okay, we're done with our scoring tool. Alright, I don't know if you can see the scores on this. They look like they show up. But what I did is it's a little confusing how to cut this. That's the hardest part of it. So I made a template of what the piece is going to look like when it's done. All the little shaded spots is what gets cut out, and the lines is what gets cut. And I made a little boo-boo there, so I tried to color it yellow, so just ignore that there. So we're going to take the scissors, and these little spots here, you're going to cut out completely. And when you go to cut out these spots, cut all the way down to the first score. You're going to do the same thing over on this side. Like I said, I left this here so that way if you get a little confused, you can pause the video and you can check out the template of what needs cut out. So then these middle ones here get cut down to the horizontal score lines. And then you're just going to cut a diagonal. It doesn't have to be perfect. Got a little stuck there. And one more diagonal. So there you go. That's what it looks like when it's cut out. I said I'll put, I don't know if this will help, but there I could show what gets cut out there. Alright, we're gonna take our bone folder and we're gonna fold all these folds. Now you can, if you want to stamp this, you can stamp this anytime you want before you put it together. Or you can even run it through an embossing folder to give it texture. The original one that I got, she ran through an old embossing folder that looked kind of like a basket weave, and it was really cool looking. Alright, all the folds are done. So I'm going to take my Fast Fuse here, and I'm going to apply Fast Fuse on your spots where it's cut diagonally, and then on your outside square spots. Again, if you haven't seen my other videos with Fast Fuse, you roll it, you stop, you make a check. It's very, very tacky, as you can see on my fingers. I'm going to add a little bit right there. And then if you don't go and rip it off, see how it stretches and sticks? So you kind of need a little force to check it, to get it to come off. If not, it'll rip up back there. But no, or stick here, so no worries. You just roll this tape until it gets to the edge there. And one more. All right. So when you go to fold this, you're going to put this up the middle, and you're just going to line this up with the side. Sorry, might be getting out of order here. Like that. Put one down, and then turn your little flap down. And you're going to do that same thing on this side. That gets folded over. It's sticking to my hand, excuse me. And then that folds down. So you got that little crisscross there on the side. Can you see that? I don't know. And just go do the same thing. This middle flap up. I'm going to do opposite this side here. Fold that over so it lines up nice and square. Fold that down. Fold that over. And fold that down. And your little box is assembled. And then you're going to take these and kind of give them a little squeeze together, and you're going to punch a hole. Now you can just use a regular hole puncher, or Stampin' Up sells a 1/2 inch punch too. They also sell 2 different size hole punchers at 1/8 and 1/16. I personally think those holes are kind of too small. I'm going to be using a retired punch here. They don't sell this size anymore, unfortunately, but I still use this one a lot. So if you want, you can use a regular hole punch. You're just going to slide that in there. Well, maybe not. This one's a little tight. If you used a regular hole punch, you probably could slide that in. I'm just going to slide it in a little bit and punch it on each side. And if you want, you can put your treats in there. Like I said, 3 Hershey Kisses will fit in there nicely. I've tried to get a 4th one in, but it's a little tight. Or, if you line them up carefully, you can get the Hershey Nuggets in there. If you line 2 up back to back, and then you can just slide that one in there. You can get 3 of the Hershey Nuggets in there too. So I'm going to take some of my Calypso Coral thick baker's twine. I'm going to put them in here. This kind of reminds me of like a little, I don't know why I want to say a lunchbox, but that's what it kind of does remind me of. And I like how this pink, or this pinky coral color, pops out with this purple. This purple's called Elegant Eggplant, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. Alright, my bow wants to give me difficulties today. I'm going to fix up my bow before I tighten it up. Make that side a little bigger. Pull that down a little, even it up. There we go. Cut this to even it up. There we go. That's adorable. Now to decorate this, excuse me, I have some sticky I want to get off here. To decorate this, I'm just going to take a scrap piece of So Saffron. It's a light, really pretty light yellow. And I'm going to take our butterfly punch here. And I'm just going to punch out a butterfly. And then I'm going to take a piece of our Daffodil Delight, which is a darker shade of yellow, and take our mini butterfly here and punch out a little mini butterfly. I'm going to grab our dimensionals. I forgot to get them out. And I'm going to put, I'm just going to take a piece of the edge here. It's the one good thing about, actually I'm going to use the little one here. When you're out of dimensionals, don't just throw it away. You can cut these up and use the outside too. And this little one works great for little pieces like this little butterfly. Actually, I'm going to stick him horizontal. There we go. And then I'm going to take a regular dimensional. And so he gets good coverage. I like to cut him in half. Like I said, I'm a dimensional hoarder. I try to use the minimum amount of dimensionals as I can. Alright. Peel off the backing here. And dimensionals are just these little foam stickers to give a little 3-dimension. And I'm going to stick him right in the middle. And I'm going to take the mini butterfly and put him right there. Isn't that cute? I'm going to bump this up a little bit with our basic pearls, and I'm going to take 3 of them. See these lines here? I'm going to take 3. Just give it a little cut here. And I'm going to place them right in the middle of this butterfly, like a line. There you go. Extremely easy to make. Said mini little treat holder. I love these colors together. I'm not a pinky person, but this coral's pretty. And I love putting yellow and purple together, but just goes to show you how incredibly simple this treat holder is. And here's my first one I had. Like I said, I did it with the gemstones. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like to order any products you've seen here, or if you would have like any more information for Stampin' Up, my website is www.tiffanymanger.stampinup.net. If you liked what you see, please like and subscribe to my videos. I do more than just cards. As you can see, I love to do treat holders. I also like to try to teach techniques and different kinds of folds and whatnot. It isn't just plain old open and shut cards. So like and subscribe, like I just said. And I thank you for watching. I hope you have a good day.